Hello everyone and welcome to a vlog. It is Sunday, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and I'm blasting the cobwebs out by recording some drums. I'm trying to get a decent take on this track. I'm all set up microphone wise, all my levels are set. I've done a couple of test takes, just going around the kit as much as I can, testing it out, and I've listened to the sound and I'm really pleased with the sound that I'm getting, considering the fact that I haven't got enough gear up here. I haven't got enough microphone stands and stuff like that, and I haven't got enough microphone clips, so some of my mics are a bit random, but you know, it's all going really well considering. What I'm going to do after recording this vlog is go downstairs, grab some food and try and get a decent take, but yeah, I'm quite enjoying. Let me show you the setup that I've got going, because some of you have been asking for more studio videos, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a vlog here just to show you the studio in action. Now bear in mind that I've been moving a lot of stuff around here and this place is an absolute tip. I'm really looking forward to tidying it, but there's just stuff everywhere, but there's not a lot I can do about that at the moment. But anyway, let's take a look. So the first ghetto rig part is this big pink fluffy cushion that I'm using as a kick mic stand. This is the Oddix D6 kick drum microphone, which is pointing at my kick drum. And here we have the AKG D112. I was just testing them out to see which one sounded better. I think I'm going to go with the D6 on this one, but you know, they both have their place in my heart for different types of genres. I'm not a D112 hater. But yeah, this is a bit of an issue, this kick drum, because on this particular kit I don't have a port. On my other kit, on my gigging kit, that's a few miles down the road in a random club at the moment, has a nice kick drum port, and I love the kick drum sound. This kick drum sounds okay, but it really does need a lot of attention, and it also needs a port, and I also need to sort out the dampening inside the drum because there's a little bit too much dampening. There's a big quilt in there, so it's a little bit too dead. But yeah, the D6 is just resting here on the cushion. You know, it could sound worse. I'll show you guys in a minute just through the camera microphone how the recording sounds, but you know, it could be worse. Down here we've got my Multicore, just with everything plugged in, channels 1 to 8, using 7 channels at the moment, so that's kick, snare, rack tom 1, rack tom 2, floor tom, overhead, overhead. So I'm all organised there. Of course I'm sending phantom power through these two because they're condensers, they're the only condensers on the whole setup. I've got a free channel for backup, even though I haven't got any more XLRs and I haven't got any more stands. I wouldn't mind miking the hi-hats, but yeah, I just can't really do that without stands, XLRs or anything like that. I've got enough mics, I just haven't got mic clips, I haven't got stands. But anyway, on the kit itself then, I've got a 57 on the snare that you might be able to see over there. I'm not really sure, but you probably can. Then on the 2 rack toms, I've got D2s, Oddix D2s, and then I have an Oddix D4 on the floor tom, just hiding over there, looking very nice. And then overheads wise, I've got a C1000 on this side, C1000S by AKG, and then one of the Oddix overheads on this one, the F5 or whatever it's called. I do have another one of those Oddix mics here. The only reason it's not up as a matching pair is because I don't have a clip for it, unfortunately, because it's a very thin mic. So I've got one clip that fits it, but you know, that's a much bigger clip. So it's kind of weird using 2 different overheads, but I mean, you know, what can you do? It sounds fine. Obviously I prefer matching overheads and a kick drum port and a kick mic stand, but other than those few little things, I'm really pleased with the setup. Obviously the Multicore's running over here in a very non-permanent kind of way, and then here's where it all happens on the desk. So my first 7 channels are switched off at the moment for, you know, reasons. Obviously I'm not going to keep them on when I'm not recording. So, you know, kick, snare, tom, 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 overhead, overhead, and all those levels are set. So basically they're all bust, hard pan left, right, all bust to these 8 buses, and those 8 buses are outputting into the 8 line inputs on my Blackbird. All the levels are also set on the Blackbird permanently, by the way. Each knob on the Blackbird is 3/4 of the way up, and that's how it stays. And then I get a really nice hot signal in Logic. And the cool thing about this setup is, as soon as I go into the red on a channel on the desk, as soon as it hits red, as soon as it clips instantly on the Blackbird, and it clips on Logic. So everything is perfectly perfectly matched up. There's nothing worse than a recording setup where you're clipping the desk like mad or clipping the interface like mad, and you're getting the teeniest, tiniest signal in Logic because the setup hasn't been set up properly and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm pretty permanently set up as far as levels and stuff goes, which is the most important thing. These 8 channels here, of course this is the 8th channel on the Multicore that I'm not using. These 8 here are all of my returns. So I'm just using left and right at the moment, PFL to monitor through the headphone output. But what I want to do in the future is get a headphone amp out of an auxiliary, a pre-fader aux, and then mix my own headphone mix on the 8 returns on the desk, rather than doing it on Logic, because if you've got a mix on Logic, but you want to record, you want to change your headphone levels, it's nice to do it on here and not mess up your mix on Logic. I really don't like the idea of mixing for headphones on the application itself anyway. So that's a future thing. But yeah, it's all looking pretty good. At the moment, obviously, we're just using left and right 2 stereo returns because I'm busting Logic. I've bust all the drums to a bus. But let's take a little listen. So, as you can hear, it sounds pretty decent. When the hi-hats came in there, as you can probably tell, it's a little bit loose. Wouldn't mind tightening up the hats by being able to mic them, but what can you do? So that pretty much concludes my vlog, everyone. Sorry I've been like a little bit not quite with it today, but yeah, I'm trying to explain as best as I can. Hope you guys have enjoyed seeing a little bit more of the studio. Definitely more to come. College is kind of crazy at the moment with trying to get my work finished and stuff for the end, but you know, like I keep saying in every video, as soon as college is finished I really want to devote a lot more time to YouTube, so I'm really looking forward to that. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is my little setup. Feel free to comment, ask questions, I'll do my best to answer them, and I'll catch you guys next time in the next proper video.